Hey guys, how's it going? Master Bucks here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a Wrexham career mode video again, people, and a brand new season, Season 7. Back again, this time as Premier League champions. The team you see there are the Kings of England. They may be a Welsh team, but they have conquered everything. The domestic treblers, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if treblers is a word, but we are looking to hopefully go even better this season now that we are in the Champions League. Such a strong starting 11. It is going to get even better when Nunez comes back from his injury. Look, he got injured like toward the halfway stage of last season. He's still out. That ACL has killed him. He's going to be back in 6 weeks though, so our star striker will return eventually. It's just a shame we miss him for so long. But of course, this season, we're going to have a hell of a lot more cash to play with than normal after winning the Prem, winning the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, and just borderline having the most incredible season. 134 million is in our budget right now. An absolutely incredible amount of money for sure. And we have got, I'm just going to scroll down, literally the most stacked shortlist. So many of these players, some I'm still scouting and trying to get full information on, but we have just got a player in every position. If there's anyone in particular I'm keen for, I'll go for him. As I typically do every single season, I'm looking for the free agents to see who the class players are, who the amazing pickups are. And you might already be able to see that even without scouting this individual, I have already found what I'm coining as like the next, I mean, he's a center forward, so maybe his position is that of like, say, a Pele, but I'm coining him the new Neymar, the young Brazilian hot item coming out of that country that looks like he could be an amazing attacking threat. Shame about the weak foot, everything else is incredible. 85 rated at that age, 16 years of age, Pedro Castro. Look at this, man. $70 million worth of a value just sitting in the free agents list. And now that we are the literal Premier League champions, we have free reign to do whatever the hell we want. We can offer any player in the world anything that they want. We've won the Premier League. We're competitive in the best league in the world, and we're playing Champions League now. We can get anyone we want. So I'm going to get moving on this lad, Pedro Castro, and with him being a center forward, I think I'm probably not going to be able to turn him into a striker. I might even look to turn him into maybe a winger possibly. So we could actually probably turn him into a legitimate Neymar anyway. The wage that they're asking for too, by the way, is extraordinarily low. 15 goal bonus, I think he'll probably hit. And even if he doesn't, he's a winger. There's a chance he might not, or at least he will be once I'm done with him. But incredible scenes here, people. We're getting just the most ridiculous player imaginable on a free and for dirt cheap wage. It's extraordinary. And for 5 years, what a signing. The most incredible bit of business that you will ever see. What a pickup. That, my friends, is exactly why you always make sure you've got yourself a free or a scout looking at the free agents there. I mean, I'm telling you, this is incredible. What a find. And now to turn him into, or at least see what position he'd be better off at. I don't see myself playing with a center forward, and we can't even really turn him into a cam, I don't think. Like, let's see, center or attacking midfield at 19 weeks. Maybe we could, or a right winger would take 10 weeks, and a left winger would take 2 weeks for some strange reason. A striker, it would take all season, and I don't know if I want to be doing that. Looking at his stats with the dribbling and everything, you know that he'd definitely be better suited off to being a winger anyway, so I might look to turn him into a left winger. Alexander Baumann is currently playing in that position as well. I think he's got way better weak foot, and he might be a great option off of the bench at 82 compared to 85 for Pedro Castro. Yeah, Baumann with his 4-star weak foot, I reckon that he'll be a very nice option to come on the bench or off the bench to play the right wing or left wing. So Castro, ladies and gentlemen, will be the new left mid / left winger. And I'll be honest with you, I feel like it's time that, I know this 4-4-2 formation has been great. It allows us to play the 2 up top, but I am flirting with the idea this season of swapping up to that 4-3-3. I just need one other quality midfielder to make it happen, because let's be real, Gabby's great. He actually won player of the season or player of the month at one point in the Premier League, but 79, 77, not exactly looking to start that in a team this good. I think I need another mid-80 rated midfielder. So if you don't mind me, I'm going to be looking at CDMs, center mids, cams. I'm just looking for the highest rated and best player I can afford with the cash that I've got really at my disposal. I mean, I don't really want to be paying too much or double a player's value if I can find someone that's in the last year of their contract. Well, here are the plays that I've found so far then, people. Curtis Jones, looking like a brilliantly well-rounded player, 26 years of age, 85 rated, and I'd only have to pay 69 million for him. That's an amazing signing right there. I've got Nicolo Ravella here, who looks like a higher rated and almost better version of Curtis Jones in terms of his stats just being a little higher rated. Still incredibly well-rounded, but he is going to cost an entire near $40 million more, and all I'm getting is a slightly younger, slightly higher rated player. And if I don't want to go for him, I could also maybe go for another center attacking midfielder in Giovanni Reina, 2-star weak foot again. So we're signing up a few players with maybe not great weak foot right now, but he would also be a nice option for us, but also over the $100 million mark, which again, if we were to pay over 100 million for either Ravella or Reina, that's almost all of our budget gone on those two. And I would like to try to make another big signing if possible. And most of my midfielders, to be honest with you, are pretty highly rated in terms, or more attacking centre mids anyway. So Ravella, I think you would be great, but you're just a little bit too much of a pretty penny for me when I have got a certain Curtis Jones on the cards. I mean, they're super well-rounded players. They're very similar to each other. I get the feeling the better option, just in terms of pure straight-up value here, is Curtis Jones. Let's bring him back to England. I'm signing Curtis Jones. His current value is 69 million. I get the feeling I could even snake RB Leipzig a little bit and just save a couple extra mil, you know. I'd be spending exactly half of what I have on this guy, be left with 67 million in the budget. I'm spending 67 million on Jones then. Very happy with that. Unreal start to this transfer window. We're signing the new Neymar and we're getting in a near full potential Curtis Jones right here. Mental to think too here that I am paying Curtis Jones here what's probably going to be about 150k a week in terms of wage. I am paying absolutely nothing for Pedro Castro just because he's a youngster from out of Brazil that no one's ever heard of from the free agents without a club. But yet Curtis Jones is getting paid and they're basically the same overall. Mental stuff, but fine by me. Welcome to the team. So Curtis Jones now joins the party. Got him on the bench for the time being, but let me just compare him and say Cousins. Looks like he's a slightly better defensive player than Mikel Cousins. Not as good of a passer. And on top of that, Madison's just a slightly better attacker, or Madison's the best attacking mid, and Jones looks to be the best defensive mid. I'm almost wondering, do I take Cousins out and start Jones more often than not? But Cousins is my set piece taker as well. I suppose like 86 curve, 85 free kick accuracy, and Madison's 85 and 84. That's really not that big a difference at all, is it? God damn it. I may as well make Madison my set piece taker and start Jones over Cousins. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, unless I do end up switching up the formation to just straight up go to a 4-3-3, in which case I can pretty well start them all. And what a midfield that would be. Well, anyway, mate, welcome to Wrexham AFC, my friend. Already signed two absolutely quality players, 85 rated each, and we're still left with 67 million to spend. This is we're setting ourselves up unbelievably this season. And we still have much more left that we could do as well. I'm going to sim these pre-season friendly group games, just get them out the way, and I'll hopefully have information on some free agents as well. I'll get probably not overalls, but values. Look, we're actually winning now pre-season friendly games. We just beat every single team in our group. It is so over for the rest of the competition. Looking at free agents, however, we are starting to find players with, again, I don't have overalls, but I do see players with values that are like 22 million. This Damiano Maza, whatever, is ridiculously high rated. You've got a 23 million, oh my God, hang on a minute. I've just found an 83 rated centre midfielder, Lucas Meyer here. Oh my God, he's worth 52 million. The free agents now that we're 7 seasons in are absolutely ridiculous. How about this left back? Only 2.8, whatever. Eddie Williams here, only 15 million, but goodness gracious me. All these three look ridiculous, but this man is the pick of the bunch. Do we get another high quality centre midfielder in? I think maybe we have to. If I was bringing these lads in when we had just come into the Premier League, that's a totally different story to us having just come off the back of winning it. We have the pull. Why not go for these players? So then, Lucas Meyer, how much are you looking to get paid? Recommended wage is 52. I might just again play it safe and go for like 80k. I probably don't have to even go that much over, but I'll do it just to be safe, and it will be enough. there you go. With obviously bonuses and stuff that I don't normally chuck in. There you have it. See, I've had Will Ryan and Nuno Tavares as my backup bench plays for my defenders. Well, now I'm going to have a right back and a left back that can play on both sides. 5-star weak foot, and Nuno Tavares, sorry mate, but I'm going to drop you from the bench to the reserves. Maya can be, maybe he can even just go straight in. I mean, I know Oscar Mingueza is a little older and probably won't go much higher rated than this, but he's still obviously a class defender, as you can see. Bianchi, who's better out of him and Maya? I'm not sure. I know Bianchi's a little taller. Look, I'll keep Maya here on the bench for the time being. I think if there's anyone else I'm going to sign, it would probably be an actual proper fullback. I don't know if I'd go for another free agent though. I think I'd like to go for an actual another mid-80 rated player or something, like either a left back or a right back. I'm not particularly fussed. But let's get underway and just simulate the rest of these, preseason games. The first one against Benfica in the semi. That'll be a 2-1 dub. Thank you very much. So we've made the final. That's more cash coming our way. And the final will be against Leon. Do we win that as well? Oh, it looks like we will. Mullen scored a goal coming off of the bench, which is great to see. Jubel's got a brace. How lovely. Don't know if we've even won a preseason friendly tournament. I mean, we did. Yeah, sorry, my God, at the very beginning of the series in the first one, we beat Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park, although it was the second Dortmund team that plays in like Bundesliga 2 or 3. So it doesn't really count, but still. Been a long time since our last off-season, preseason tournament victory, so I'm taking that. And the hits keep coming. Pedro Castro, we can now see if he's going to stay at an 85 rating now that we've made him a left winger. I think I remember Bauman's overall going up a little bit, so I'm expecting him to go from maybe to 85, 86, 87... 85 still. Wow. Well, I mean, I thought he'd jump up a little more than that. Whatever. I'll start training him as an inverted winger. We'll try to get that weak foot up a little bit. But when we get Nunez back, it presents an interesting, very interesting possibility. We could have an 84 rated Nunez, 85 rated Castro, and 86 rated Eusebio Molina as a front three, very highly rated, and then we could bring Jones, Cousins, and Madison in the midfield. It's very interesting. We'd be losing a striker, so that's Jubel's, Mullen, probably not featuring that much at this point anymore, which would suck, but I think that's probably the way forward for this team. I'm looking specifically for some world-class fullbacks, by the way, trying to find who we're going to spend the rest of this 60, 70 million on. The best players I seem to have include Tariq Lamptey, who's 5'4" as a fullback. That does concern me, but I could try to go for him maybe. Reece James is probably too expensive. We won't be able to afford him. Emerson is getting on, but I maybe could go for him possibly. Frimpong is going to be about 60 million too. And at the left back position, we have Juan Miranda, who, well, it looks like he's not going to be joining because he's literally just joined his other club. But Ait Nouri here from Wolverhampton Wanderers, 60 million to 65 million. There are a few players in there we could go for. I wonder who the best one is. Do we go for a left back or a right back? Who do we need it more for? Nouri's defending is actually not that high rated for his overall. Surprisingly, neither is Reece James. His stand tackling is just the one that's really good. Interesting. Who the hell do I go for? Tariq Lamptey's defending is not great either. God. I think I'm probably going to go for a left back, and I think it might be for Ait Nouri. Or at least he's the favorite. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to literally put offers down on like 4 or 5 different players. I'm just going to see after I'm done who the best basically deal is, I guess. So I'm thinking Emerson, Lamptey, Ait Nouri, maybe 1 or 2 others if I'm thinking of that I might have forgotten, but like literally we'll just see. Okay, so I'm looking at 67.5 million for Emerson. For Nouri here, I'm looking at 67.5 million. And for Tariq Lamptey, the youngest, and they're all basically 84 rated, he is only going to cost me 60 million. So I'm very intrigued here. I'd almost be willing to give Tariq Lamptey a go. His height being 5'4", it kind of concerns me. But I suppose if he doesn't work out and him being so small, don't know why I'd say it that way. If his height sadly turns him into a liability, Pembele is perfectly fine. And even Will Ryan, who's not the tallest of fullbacks, managed to do okay. We could play him instead. We have other options that are a little lower rated, but are still far from terrible. So I'm going to give this a run, and I'm going to see if we can get away with having an absolute So, just poor, short little boy playing at right back, but he is going to be a pacey demon, an overlapping killer with Eusebio Molina on that right-hand side. You got to admit it'd be pretty good. Let me see if I can give him an important squad role in this team, but damn, we'll see. Just give him out a little over 20k more than his current wage. Should be enough with bonuses and everything in there. Yeah, looks like it will be. All right, Tarek Lamptey, I'm hoping that you grow half a foot in like the next month or two. I doubt that'll happen at your age though, but still, welcome. God, also very interesting is that it's going to take him 76 weeks to become a proper right back as well. Very intrigued about this, but all right, we're taking a risk here with this boy. So this is then, ladies and gentlemen, basically what my team is going to look like going into next season. I've got still maybe 10, 20 mil to play with, but I don't know really what that's going to achieve in terms of making a new starting 11 player happen for us. So Lamptey at right back, we'll see how that goes. Mingaitha, even he can play at right back. We've got that position if need be covered. It's fine. Bianchi, Oosterwolde there as well. We've got Castro, Madison, Jones, and Molina, incredible. And then Nunes and Jubel's up top. If we do still stick with the 4-4-2 formation, that's going to be an interesting one. I feel like at some point in this season, I might switch to the 4-3-3, play Molina and Castro a little further up, and maybe introduce a third midfielder. But yeah, who knows? Who knows what we're going to do? I feel like the two strikers up top has worked pretty well. Jubel's is going to be great. And obviously, Paul Mullen, it's a bit sad, but have a look at that. If you're eagle-eyed or if you've been paying attention, then you'll notice something about Paul Mullen's overall. He has dropped down an overall already. And at 32 years of age, he is retiring at the end of the season. Can you actually believe it? This guy's career, we started this Wrexham career mode. He is the sole remaining survivor of the original Wrexham team. And he's not just a survivor, he thrived. He was the Golden Boot winner in the Premier League. He scored the Premier League winning goal for us at Stamford Bridge. He scored at Anfield. He scored at Old Trafford. He has scored at the Bernabeu. This man has got a career mode story unlike almost any other player I've ever had the privilege of working with, and this is his last dance, but he is regressing. So it's going to be hard for me to give him time, but I still feel like I need to whenever I can. By playing two up top, it still keeps the possibility of Mullen making appearances in this career mode possible, but I know that, and look, it's not technically the worst thing in the world if we stick with this formation, because Jubels and Nunes up top, great, awesome. Sure, maybe it's coming at the, Cousance maybe won't be playing as much, and he was very good last season. Madison was obviously the guy. Look, I tell you what, if it's not broken, don't fix it. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a starting 11, obviously a first team and a second team, and you'll expect to see Mullen simming the, playing games in the cup games and whatnot, and I'll try to see if he can feature. But look, he's even way behind Balogun now in terms of stats, which is he's our fourth choice striker. It's got to be said. But he will be the captain of the second team, which can hopefully veer us in a good direction in the cup competitions, Carabao Cup, FA Cup. I mean, we're giving full attention to Premier League and Champions League this season, but we did that last season and we still won the Carabao Cup and FA Cup, hilariously. So yeah, this will be our starting 11. This will be our formation. We'll keep with it for the time being, unless things come up where, that we're struggling and I think the formation's crap all of a sudden, then maybe I swap to a 4-3-3. I don't know. And for that second team as well, just looking, by the way, there's only one player in that team that's below a 70 rated, 68 rated Whitaker. I'm going to find a free agent centre-back just to sign for that position. Here, and look, I think I might have found him. Gabrielle De Oliveira is another Brazilian. We've already signed another Brazilian free agent today. Why not another one? And look, 6 foot tall centre-back, that's fine by me. He doesn't have to be a giant. He's probably not going to play much. And he's been approached by Barcelona. So you know what? He's good enough for me. I'm just going to hopefully chuck an offer for him and see if he signs. And it's not going to be my lucky day, unfortunately. I have to offer the wage. You know what? If we were paying 20, 30K for bloody Castro, the 85 rated winger, surely like 30, God, even 40K just to play it safe. Fucking damn it. We've got money. Like, why not? Just play it safe. He probably can't believe that. He probably would have taken less than half that, but welcome into the team anyway, mate. Thank you. So swapping out Whitaker for De Oliveira here, and look, he ends up being 75 rated, slots in pretty nicely. He's actually the lowest rated player in the team, but alongside Mullen for the time being, but that's fine. What a hell of a second team this is, you know, to think that this is our reserves. This team is better than bloody Newcastle in real life, for crying out loud. This team could easily survive in the Premier League and, you know, maybe even have a decent season or two. We have got ourselves a team, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, we've got more than one. We've got a 6 starting 11, a great backup starting, or backup, a second starting 11. Why do I keep calling it a starting 11? Our first team is sick. Our second team is sick. But let's play the first team in this one. The Community Shield final against Manchester United. Last time we lost it 4-3. And we've beaten them in almost everything else. Premier League, Carabao Cup last season. Let's see if we can get revenge for them beating us last year in this same game. Sadly, Darwin Núñez will not still be available for the game. His injury was that bad. You know what? It's an excuse for me to play Paul Mullen. A very rare time for me to be able to do it. But let's chuck him out there, give him the armband, and ladies and gentlemen, we're off to Wembley Stadium again. We are making that place our home away from home. Can we lift up this silverware to start our season? Let's do it then, ladies and gentlemen. James Maddison, first impression. I didn't recall him going anywhere. Oh, it is such a familiar sight. We've got our TIFO out for ourselves and everything. Wrexham and Manchester facing off again. The new big dogs in town, except for Lamptey, who's an absolute... Oh my God, he's so small. Oh, he's so small. I hope that does not get exposed in this career mode. If a cross ever gets lobbed in at the back post and he has to go up for a header with literally anybody, we are toast. I know that that will happen at least a few times in this career mode. Let's just try to avoid that as much as possible. A lot of player debuts today. We are going to be, of course, seeing Lamptey start his first game. Curtis Jones will be playing his first game. Pedro Castro playing his first game as well. As anyone else maybe off the bench, we could see possibly Lucas Mayer, the centre-back, the free agent that we picked up, who's 83, just as good as Bianchi and Oscar Mingaitha, but we're going to run with the team that we've got here. I think that's going to be my strongest starting 11 for the most part of this season, I would say. And Manchester United, well, they're a solid side as well. Adding in any players, not really that I can recognise. I think I saw they had Tapsoba and Sergino Dest, if I didn't recognise them from before, but here we go. Off and underway. Lamptey versus Sancho. Lamptey looks gassed. Does not have a lot of stamina available, but he still steps in front. And he could not get it past Theo Hernandez. They would have pushed up very far, though. That's every single left midfielder up. Let's see if we can make this happen. Whoa, I was not expecting the miscontrol there, but it's fine, I suppose. Madison, whoa, he is let fly, but it is so high up. Mullen's a long way from home, but still the pass. Bit of space for Jones to operate in. Hello, touch. Gibels gets tackled by Maguire. Out wide here, back stick. There was a bit of space. Don't go for it. Oh, dear. What are we looking like at the moment, guys? Not like a team that's going to score. Another shot blocked. Oh, that's aggressive. God, that's aggressive. All right, Jones pushing it forward. Feels like I always have to run so far with someone and really not getting much to pass to. That's a lovely ball, though. Out left. Strike. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! And it's the new boy on debut. You can't tell because this game sucks dick and it still can't fix a bug that's months old, but that is Castro. We got the Messi regen and the not-so Neymar regen, but the new Neymar himself gets it. Jubel's providing the assist. Lovely strike. De Gea a fingertip or two, but it is tucked away nicely. Maguire, who's blocked almost every shot today, will not get to that one. Pedro Castro, ladies and gentlemen, 1-in-1. Lovely stuff. He doesn't need to be playing all the way up top in a 4-3-3 to get himself a goal. That's what we want to see. God, had two people coming in from the side to crunch him there. Lamptey makes the intercept. I don't know if we'll get the chance. No, we won't. I wasn't looking at the time. I have had to actually play pretty hard and had to focus quite hard, you know. That press of Manchester United at some point today, I'm nervous I'll get in trouble with. I'm aware of it. Every time I get the ball back, I see them running, cutting off every possible player for me to pass to. Eventually, I'm nervous I'll make a mistake in the next 45. Let's hope I don't. Goodness me, if I can get around that press and successfully, actually make my way all the way through on goal, I might be on for possibly a big day. But it's just, yeah, it's a bit of a tight one today. Don't know what he was going for with that. But it's a simple intercept. It's not a great touch. It's a lovely layoff. Mullen for Molina, save De Gea. What a look we've created, but not finished. Oh, where is Oosterwolde going? Not even remotely close to picking up Dominic Szoboszlai here. You know the cutback's going to come. The shot, though, was not expecting that from that far. Maximiano saves. Only a yellow for Hernandez going right through the back of my man earlier. Oh, there's no fucking way. It's deflected off Oscar Mingaitha and it's gone in. Oh, this is incredible. Incredible but typical. We get in the way, we make the block, and look at what happens anyway. No chance for Luis Maximiano at any stage there with that. That is just shit ass luck. You get in the way, you do what you're meant to do, you block the shot, and you get punished for it. You lose possibly because of it. I don't know if that floated ball was a good idea. Lamptey, they're sitting so deep. Look, no strikers up. That is showing a lot of it to... Oh, you're offside, mate. Get on. Fucking hell. This is really not giving me anything to work with. Oh, that's not even who I was aiming for. Molina. Lamptey, can we work with this possibly? Jones. Nah, guys, I'm just having to play it fucking side to side. Now he's gone through the back of me. Finally, after all this time, a red card comes. They've been doing that to me all game. Damn well say I think it's penalty time, baby. I mean, unless they grab another heartbreaking goal in stoppage time, or maybe we could be the ones that get it. Mullen up over the top. What a ball! Jubils is going to do it! Mullen up over the top, and we have returned the favour! Oh, Manchester United beat us in stoppage time. Now we've done it to them. Sweet, sweet karma. Paul Mullen up over the top for Willem Jubels. Lovely header there from Curtis Jones, who's also had a brilliant day out. Lovely left foot volley. There will be no penalties. Surely not now. Oh, brilliant stuff this. 2-1. I think we have won it. Surely we have. Incredible scenes. Wembley Stadium is our home away from home. They're going to have about a minute or two to push this thing up. Just don't let them actually get toward our box. Play them back. Make sure we're cutting off all options. Switch to fucking Oosterwolde. Oh my God. Castro, what a touch. Drops his man. This is brilliant. Run it to the corner. Let's see if we can seal this. Seriously, can we get a cross in? Tackle, free kick. Oh, he's absolutely murking the defenders, Pedro Castro, without doing anything. Let's see why not if we can maybe grab one last goal here. Pop one in. Oh, that's a terrible delivery. It's still going to go in. Bianchi will seal it. Oh, it's 3-1. 2 goals in stoppage time. How did he score from there? It was way out, but it still went in anyway. That is his first goal for the club. Oh, Gianmarco Bianchi. What a bloody legend. Incredible stuff. Gets up, heads high. That is so well placed for it not to be stopped by De Gea. And look, the result was already over, but why not put the exclamation mark on it with this lad's first ever goal for Wrexham AFC. We are cruising now. Referee calls it. Thank you very much. And we will win the Community Shield for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. We take down Manchester United. We get our revenge. They scored 2 goals on us, I think, in the last maybe at least 10 minutes of the game in the last Community Shield final. Now we've done it to them. That is just poetry. That is karma. That is everything. It is so sweet. It's so beautiful. Oscar Mingaitha with the armband this time. We'll let him lift it up. Ladies and gentlemen, another trophy added into the collection. We have won everything that there is. If you consider the Community Shield a real worthy trophy to try to get, everything in England, we have won. I say it's high time we start putting all of our attention into Europe, baby. I think it's Champions League time, boys. Let's go for it. Come on. FA Community Shield champs. And it couldn't get any better, could it? It can, you know. Darwin Núñez is back from his injury, and he will be available for the first Premier League game of the season. Goodness me, ain't that going to be a sight to behold. Our first game of the Premier League will be at home against Watford. Interestingly enough, though, Darwin Núñez is still susceptible to re-injury. I don't know if he can play that game then, if that's the case, but he's got full stamina, still got the little Band-Aid logo. I think we could play him if we wanted to, but obviously his sharpness is at 0. He's 83 overall. He's dropped from 85 to 83 now. He's the same rating as Willem Jubels. That sucks, man. That really hurts to have him drop off that much as a result of his injury, but I suppose realistic. I was so looking forward to getting our superstar striker who was killing it for us last season in Darwin Núñez that I never thought of the idea that he could come back and be basically the same rating as Willem Jubel's now, man. I can't believe that. I'm almost wondering, do we start looking at like signing a new striker? We don't really have any cash though. We obviously went and spent it all in different areas since I didn't think once we got him back he would need to. I'm hoping he'll be able to bounce back and fly up with his overall. Hopefully Jubel's too as well. I don't know. Regardless, we're going to stick with the team that we got, I think, because I don't see myself being able to raise enough cash to make a huge mid-80 rated or high 80 rated signing. Like, that's a $150 million player right there. Look, we'll see how this Premier League season unfolds. I'm going to leave things here. We've set the team up incredibly well for this season upcoming, and I'm super pumped and super excited to get it underway. I hope you are too, lads. Let's go. Come on. We got the Champions League group to come in the next episode as well. Plenty to look forward to. Still maybe some transfer activity as well. You never know. But yeah, I'll see you for the next one, people. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you later, and bye-bye.